Hi everyone, this is Connor from Zenfinex back with more monthly market forecasts. For today, I'm going to be providing you a FTSE 100 forecast for July and give the current standpoint from a fundamental and technical view. Now the FTSE index sits near the 7,100 mark, but it still sits below the pre-pandemic levels. Now I'm going to be giving my opinion on the key levels to look out for and when we may see another wave of upside momentum. So let's have a look at where the UK are in their road to recovery really from the COVID-19 pandemic. On July the 19th, the UK is set to lift most of the remaining COVID-19 lockdown restrictions, which is great news. This includes things like wearing masks, social distancing in pubs and bars, and even when you scan the NHS QR code when you enter a pub or a restaurant, that's going to be scrapped as well. This as a whole is going to help the market mood really. I think the market this morning, recording this video, was up around 20 or 30 pips as well, and it's going to encourage people to go out and spend some more money into the economy, which I think is what the aim of this is. There seems to be a general acceptance now that we need to learn to live with the virus. Although cases are going up, we are seeing minute amount of deaths. And one of the most important changes when we're thinking about the FTSE 100 is that fully vaccinated adults to travel, when they travel to amber list countries, they will not need to self-isolate when they return. And this is going to encourage people again in the UK to go and travel on their summer holidays, even if it was an amber list country, if you are double jabbed, providing really this much needed boost to the airline companies that we see in the FTSE 100 as well. It should be noted, however, I just mentioned it briefly, that cases have risen to their highest level since January of this year. So the Delta variant is still something to look out for. However, 86% of adults in the UK have had their first jab. And the vaccination programme is doing really a great job of keeping the COVID-related deaths to a minimum. And it's been a testing week for investors, with markets experiencing a couple of turbulent days, especially last week. But as a whole, this is a market grinding to the upside and fundamentally will look strong if everything goes to plan with the easing of the COVID restrictions. And remember, the FTSE 100 still has lots of catching up to do when you think of it compared to the European stocks and especially US stocks as well. So let's take a look at the key levels. Okay, so on the chart now, and absolutely no interest in selling this market at all. When we look at the fundamentals and really when we look at the chart at the moment, you can see we're just in this grind really to the upside. Each dip that we have is being treated with some buying pressure. Now, what I love about this market at the moment is how it's really reacting to this 50-day moving average. This purple line here, you can see on multiple occasions where we've had rejections, where the market looked like it was going to close below, and yet it snapped right back up. We had a really, really nice one last week. So really, for the FTSE 100, it's where can this market go in July in terms of upside momentum. And I think that the first thing I'd like to see is I'd like to see this market actually create a new... Hi guys, thank you for listening to this video. Just really quickly wanted to touch on a really exciting offer we have on the website. It's a limited time offer, and if you head over to zenfinex.co.uk, you will see the offer in front of you straight away. And this is that you can trade Forex on a standard account with raw spread plus zero commission. And now Zenfinex is also an FCA and no dealing desk execution broker. If you are interested in this offer, you can get in touch with the team by clicking learn more, or you can simply go to open an account where you can start the application process. High for this year. So my first take profit level really would be looking at around 7,200, just above that, which is at the last market high. You can see we did create a new higher high here, and I want really the market to create another new higher high. Where we can get the buying opportunity from, I will check later on a lower time frame. But for now, buy and take profit number one would be around the previous market structure high. Where can we go beyond that? Well, I'd like the market really to create a new higher high. So I'm looking at something like 7,300 would be a nice take profit level. Would it reach there in July? It would probably be the top end of where I think this market is going in July. You can see that if I just zoom out on this market just a bit, you can see where I said at the end of the last part of the video that we are still way off really the pre-pandemic levels. This is where we had this initial drop in around February of last year. That's up at around 7,400. If we can exceed 7,500, then we would have beaten the pre-pandemic levels, which is a target really for the remainder of the year. For now, looking for the market to cling on to this 50-day moving average. If not, we still have plenty of support coming into play with the 100-day moving average and the 200-day moving average, which is way away at the moment. The RSI indicator, again, once the market starts to tempt overbought territory, we just have a slight pullback, and I think we should treat every pullback this month as a buying opportunity. What I'd like to see from this market on the daily chart is potentially the market make a move back down towards this 50-day moving average, confirm its bullish trend, and we can start to look up towards the 2 take profit levels that I've marked here at 7,200 and 7,300. For now, we have to be a bit patient and wait for that pullback. If we move down onto the 4-hour chart, and I'll remove these drawings so it's not confusing for you, you can see that we have a level really where we could look to buy the market. We had quite a substantial pullback. These were the turbulent days that I mentioned, but I think all we were doing really is just following this long-term trend line that we have here. And so I wouldn't mind the market pulling back into a level like, let's get rid of that, something like 7,050 would be a nice level where we could buy the market from. Alternatively, what we might do is we might get a test of this 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart, and so what we could do is look to buy the market hopefully at a dip maybe towards around 7,100, which is a key psychological level as well. It would also follow this trend line that we have. Our stop loss maybe just sitting below, and if we went to look to aim for our take profit levels, which were at the high at 7,200, number one, you're looking at around a 5.1R trade. Take profit number 2, if you wanted to take some chips off the table and then potentially aim for around 7,300, then the remaining of your trade would be at around 8R, 8 risk reward, which is a really nice return. I'll leave that there. Alternatively, if you're someone who doesn't really like trading the moving averages play, we can look to trade off of this key demand zone that we have down here. If I move down onto the 1-hour chart, we might be able to get this level a bit lower. We can, if I just move that, you can see that this is where we had this break of structure to the upside. So we might get a test of that demand zone, or this demand zone, which marries up with the 4-hour 200-day moving average as well. For me at the moment, I actually prefer the 200 moving average play. We haven't really got the cleanest of order blocks. People who trade trend lines could trade off of a reaction of the trend line potentially, but I just see this market going higher, and I still think we've got room on the RSI as well, so I don't think the pullback is going to be too great at the moment, especially on this 4-hour chart. So that's it today for FTSE, guys. I've marked our key take profit levels. Bullish on this market 100%. Not looking to sell unless we have some real bad news in the UK economy, which will be centered around the Delta variant, if there is any. Other than that, guys, please continue to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, drop your comments down in the comments section, and as always, happy to reply to any. Enjoy reading the comments, and also enjoy reading your opinions on the market as well. I'll be back for another video tomorrow. Other than that, guys, have a great day, and I'll catch you all for the next video.